We heard through the grapevine that Jenny Luxton is one of the best people making scorpions on the islands today, so we turned to her to get some tips and tricks on how to make them just perfect.
Scorpions are a West Falklands tradition, really, and I used to call her Aunt Connie, but she was probably my step-grandmother. She used to teach me when I came into Stanley to live with her for a little while to go to school, and we used to do them on Saturday morning, so I'd have been about 6, 7, 8. And the method that I have, that she used to do, and it was mutton fat in those days, but of course I use butter or margarine now. You rub the fat into the flour so it's like breadcrumbs. Then you put the sugar and the spice, if you want to put spice, and currants, and mix it with milk and make them into sort of lumps like rock buns. And so they were easy to make for a little girl. So Tyra now makes them as well. So that's how I first started making them. But actually the old family recipe was called Grandad Luxton's Smoko Scorpions, and you rolled those out, and they were very easy. It was just 8 ounces of fat, 8 ounces of sugar, creamed together, add the pound of flour and 2 handfuls of, of currants, and then you rolled them out to in between a scorpion and a biscuit. And the old shepherds used to put them in their meletas when they carried on the horseback to go out gathering all day, because they didn't break up, they were good, and used to carry those and have them. My family have been making them for years, and I pass them on to other people, and other people make them. They're very easy to make. A simple bun, children like them, adults like them, my generation like them because they remember them, and they're really a nice bun.
Right, Jenny, we're going to put your Aunt Connie's recipe to the test. So for this recipe, you'll need 8 ounces of flour. You need 3 ounces of margarine or lard. We're using pork lard today. We've got 5 ounces of sugar, 2 ounces of currants, 1 teaspoon of mixed spice, but we're just using cinnamon, a pinch of salt, and a dash of milk to bring the dough together. The first step is to mix your flour with your lard and make breadcrumbs form. So I'll show you how to do that now. I'm going to break the bits of lard up into smaller pieces and start to use the fingertips to make breadcrumbs form. So the best technique to use is to push the flour and lard mixture from the back of your hands through to your fingertips to form this fine breadcrumb texture. This is the kind of texture you're looking for, like a fine breadcrumb. I'm going to preheat the oven to 180 degrees. Now we're going to add the rest of the dry ingredients to the mixture. So I've got my sugar, I've got my mixed spices, or in our case just cinnamon. I've got a little pinch of salt. And then I'm going to mix that all together and then add the currants. Now I'm going to add the currants and stir them through. And give it a quick stir. Now to bring it together into a stiff dough, we're going to add just a little bit of milk and bring it together. With a bit of TV magic, some extra milk has now appeared on my table. So we're just going to keep adding until we get the right texture, which is a stiff dough. Now that I've finally finished mixing this to get the texture that I want, I'm going to need a baking tray, which is lined with baking paper, and 2 spoons, and another one, to spoon this onto my baking tray it makes about 12 apparently, but we'll see how many we can get out of the mixture. Now that I've got these all laid out on my tray, I'm going to pop them in the oven and see how long they take to cook. While those are baking, I thought I'd have a little look at a traditional Falklands cookbook to see what the history of the scorpions is. It says here, the recipe originated at Charters sometime in the 1940s and was said to be a favourite of Bill Luxton. They were also known in the family as Grandad's Buns. The name Scorpion is said to have originated with someone at Charters watching the dough being cut and saying that the leftover bits look like scorpions. We're obviously making a different take on scorpions today with a little wetter dough, but hopefully we will still get the same authentic experience of a scorpion. These look about done now. They're nice and golden brown, and when we put a toothpick into the centre, it came out clean. So I'm going to pop them on a cooling rack to cool down, and then we get to try them. Well, that was a great simple recipe, and I can tell you the kitchen smells great now. So thank you, Jenny, for that wonderful recipe. We're going to take it to the real judges now and see what they think.
I'll be very honest. They're delicious, actually.
Are they? Okay, we just use cinnamon though, not mixed spice, so I hope that...
Same.
Okay.
No, they're very good, actually.
Okay.
Yes, very good. Well done.
Yay, great.